Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to do a parasite Q&A. Frequently asked questions. As many of you guys know that I parasite cleanse once a year and I detox 4 times a year. And I'm not saying this just to brag about or just to give you more work. I'm saying this because that's what I do and that's what has been helping me stay so healthy to the fact that I don't get sick. But in order for me not to get sick, I have to start working on my health, right? We don't just wake up one day like, I don't get sick, but continue doing the things that are not conducive to health. So I take note at the end of the year. I do a whole assessment of my health versus this year. And I'm like, okay, what do I need to do? So how aggressive I need to be on my detoxes. And then I take that information from the testing that I do at the urine test. And I check my hormones and I take that information to create a plan to help me on my journey to staying healthy, getting the energy, to be vibrant, and just taking care of my vessel, taking care of my body. So today, because I do a parasite cleanse once a year, and this time I am bringing patients with me. So if you're interested, let me know. I can send you the link, or if you're watching this on YouTube, listening to this on the podcast, the Root Cause podcast, then you're gonna see the link below. But if you're watching this on social media, like, yeah, I'm interested, get the link. The last day to register for the group parasite cleanse is November 3rd. We have a date. After November 3rd, we'll be dispensing the herbal products to patients who do not have access to them. Okay, so if you know this is something you want to do, and I've been preaching, I've been educating, I've been talking about parasites, like, yeah, that's me, that's me, that's me, then what are you waiting for? Let's get on it. We're going to do it together. I'm going to guide you because parasite cleanse is not something you can do on your own because it is so powerful asking your cells and your tissues, your organ to release parasite. So many people, if they don't have the right foundation or they don't have the health or the immune system is weak or they are inflamed or the organs and tissues are not there, the cells are not there, they will be experiencing symptoms. I don't want that to happen to many of my patients. So that's why I'm guiding this. Now, I've been getting a lot of questions, and which I really appreciate because if people are asking questions, they care. They care. They want to know more about improving the health. They want to know more about eliminating the symptoms. They want to know more about what they can do, how they can be empowered, and also just learning to take the information and bring it back to the doctors. So I have about 20 questions. We might not do all 20 questions because that's a lot of questions. I can do 10 and then break it to another 10. So we'll see how many questions we can cover here today. Some of them might be repetitive, so I'll just skip through them. I have not read the questions. Marilyn has been collecting questions from people that are interested, collecting questions from patients. So if you see me looking to the left, to the right, down, because I'm reading the questions, I did not memorize them. So before we do that, I have a drink. Okay, look at this. Isn't this pretty? Ty made us a drink, so we're gonna drink that because I've been talking a lot. This is really good. Oh, this is really good. I love the fact that it has two different colors. Okay, so you should get a drink, a pen, a piece of paper, and then let's talk about it. Okay, so the first question is why parasite cleanse? Why are you promoting this thing? Why are you going hard on this? Like, who cares? What should I care? Like, I don't have parasite, I'm healthy, blah, blah, blah. The answer is because we all have parasites. 90% of us have parasites. I said 90 because I don't want to be censored when I say all of us. But many people, including myself, I was just like you. I did not believe I have parasite. That wasn't part of my verbiage. Like you cannot tell me, okay? Because at the end of the day, I don't see them, so therefore I don't have them. I'm trying to stay comfortable here. But when in fact my lifestyles, when I look at my lifestyles and the exposure that I have tells me otherwise. It tells me yes, you do have them. I used to own two dogs back home in Haiti. So that's an exposure. I travel a lot. I love going to the island. I love eating food imported from other countries. Even if you feel like, okay, I don't have them, you will not be doing any harm in taking those herbs. Those herbs will only serve you and support you and protect you because they are natural medicine, right? So they're not only for parasite. Yes, I am promoting parasite cleansing, but these herbs can only help you with other issues that you have, aka inflammation, aka other pathogens that you might be exposed to as well. So that's the first question. I will not be the person that I am today. I will not have the flat belly. I will not be able to maintain my weight if I don't eliminate toxins. And those parasites are releasing toxins. They are like that's why people do organic acid. So yes, we have parasite, my friends. And I want you to understand that my goal is to really bring all the information to you so you can see how things that you might not consider could be the things that you need to address that might be keeping you stuck, right? That might not give you the health that you're looking for. So that's question number one. I do one per year. Now, why do I do one parasite per year? I do one parasite per year because it requires a lot of your body, a lot of your cells to burst parasite. That's why most people, when they do parasite cleanse, they don't see it because the treatment that they use, the protocol that they use is not strong enough. Me, I just want to get it over with. I want to do 10 days and get it over with. So I do it once a year. And because I also detox 4 times out of the year, I don't need to do more than once a year. I'm doing other things to remove the food that these parasites are feeding on. So I don't need to do parasite more than once a year. I'm practicing preventive medicine, proactive medicine, other ways. So those are the two questions that I get from a lot of my patients. All right, so question number one, which I answered, I thought parasite only exists in third world countries. Okay. Well, if you don't believe parasite exists in developed countries here, then guess what? We get food from third world countries. We travel to third world countries. Americans are moving abroad, right? Like they actually relocating. So yes, you have parasite. If I have parasite, wouldn't my doctor have found them in my stool test? Okay, that's a big one. I just recorded a video, which is going to be released maybe before that, talking about how parasite testing is misleading, it's deceiving, it's a lie, and I don't do them. I don't prescribe them. I don't recommend them. Only because we have different categories of parasite, and the parasite testing is only testing for one category, which is protozoans, right? You can have some worms, but nowadays, because of the sensitivity, the accuracy of the test, they're not showing up. So I don't want patients to look at a stool test and be like, oh, I don't have parasite. But yet, your energy, your chronic fatigue can be from parasite. So again, even if you like 100% swear you don't have parasite, the herbs, the products that we use, the protocols that we use can help with other pathogens. But the stool test, how is it normal for you to have a little tiny piece of stool from a 18, 20 foot long intestines, and then for you to determine you have parasite? And what the stool test is testing for is the microscopic parasite, the one that you don't see, Giardia, which is very challenging to see. Okay, so give just know that you have parasite. That's what I'm gonna say. I would love to go do another video talking about this, how misleading the test is and how it's giving you false negative and how people are not doing what they need to do because the markers are not telling them that they have the things when in fact the symptoms, the lifestyle, other thing that we do is leading that way. Moving on to the next question. I don't have diarrhea or stomach pain. Could I still have parasite? Okay. Diarrhea, yes, diarrhea is one of the ways one of indicators you have parasite, diarrhea, and also, but you can also have viral infections with that, right? When you have food poisoning, do you have diarrhea? Yes, you do. So if you don't have diarrhea and you don't have stomach pain, doesn't mean you don't have parasite because there are other symptoms that are caused by parasite. Fatigue, brain fog happens to be the two major symptoms because of the toxicity they release. Skin issues, hormonal imbalance, unexplained weight changes alone are huge indicators you have parasite. Next question. I eat healthy and cook my food. How could I possibly have parasites? Yeah, because I've been talking about raw meat, raw food, undercooked food, like the sushis and okay. Parasite can be transmitted to produce, which is the vegetable, uncooked fish, red meat, pets, Parasites have other ways to be transmitted into our bodies, not the food alone. Okay, you can get it from the soil, you can get it from the water, you can get it from just eating food, you can get it from hugging your pets. So there are a million ways of how we get parasites. So don't just look at I cook all my food, so therefore I'm free of parasite. That's the belief that's keeping many people sick and stuck. They're waiting to see it before they believe it. When in fact, you need to believe it, work on it, and then you're gonna expel it. Okay, isn't doing a parasite cleanse dangerous or harsh on my body? Hmm, it could be. I'm not gonna lie to you if you do it on your own. And again, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, if you do it on your own, you don't have a practitioner guiding you, you're taking a whole bunch of powerful Chinese herbs and you don't set the foundation for that. Yes, definitely. You don't want to do that when you purge parasite. You are going to have herxamis reaction, die-off reactions, symptoms. That's why I tell patients whenever you're detoxing for the first time, do it with your doctor. Whenever you're doing a parasite for the first time, do it with your doctor. Do not do any of these elimination processes alone because your body might not be strong enough to handle that. So therefore, if your body is inflamed and it's weak and it's, has a lot of redness and you're taking tons of medications, you have killed many of your bacteria because of the antibiotic, and like you go and you ask yourself to purge, you're not gonna do well. That's why you need to join me on the next group parasite cleanse. Okay? If you're interested, link below, DM me, I send you the link, but that's what you need to do. Don't be scared because that's the whole purpose of doing a parasite cleanse, for you to see what comes out. But you want to know, although you're not gonna see many things comes out, because again, parasites might not be visible to the naked eye, to your eyes, specifically the Giardia, the protozoans. You might not, unless you have worms, tapeworms, but you will see eggs, you will see mucus, you will see tiny little dots, which is not scary. But also, when you eliminate parasite, you're also addressing your bloating. You'll be addressing your skin issues. So think about the how this is gonna serve you. Don't hold on to the fear to prevent you from doing the work that you need to do. Can kids or older adults do parasite cleanse safely? Yes, with the supervision of a professional. Do not do it on your own. Do I have to change my diet during the parasite cleanse? Absolutely. We cannot eat the same food that is feeding the parasites. We have to really focus on a nutrient dense parasite because not only you don't want to feed them, you want to stuff them, but you also want to feed your cells. You want to get the energy so that you can strengthen your immune system, decrease inflammation for an effective process. Yes, you do have to change your diet. Will I feel worse before I feel better? It depends. It depends on your symptoms. It depends on your the foundation you're studying with. It depends on who, the best actions that you do. It depends on the guidance, the monitoring. Depends because every protocol is different. For me, I kind of help patients eliminate. We're doing 2 days of pre-tax, pre-parasite, and then we're going to the 10 days of parasite cleanse, and then we do the other 2 days of migrating. So I have a process and I highly recommend if you're doing parasite cleanse, you do focus on the binder, you do focus on hydration. Yeah, you gotta flush your system out. If you're doing this thing, you're not hydrated, you are dehydrated, and then you have nothing to bind, you're not gonna do well. So there are certain things you need to consider when you do this. All right. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna edit this because the drink comes with the whole Q&A. Next question. Can parasite affect my hormones or mood? Yes, because of the inflammation. Okay. Parasite release toxins that can be mimicking as hormones. We call that xenoestrogen. Parasite disrupt nutrients that you need to feed your adrenals so your stress hormones doesn't get elevated. Parasite messed up your neurotransmitters, so that's why we have anxiety, PMS, and mood swing. Yes, it does. Why does why doesn't my regular doctor talk about this? And I didn't know about parasite when I went to conventional medicine training. Like I don't know anything about parasite. So do not blame your doctor. Give them some love and compassion. They don't know what they don't know. So therefore they cannot teach you something they don't know, they never trained in or learned. Okay. I take probiotic. Isn't that enough? No, probiotic is not enough. Could parasite be the reason I can't lose weight or keep gaining weight or keep gaining weight? Yes. Some parasites interfere with the metabolism, insulin sensitivity, and nutrient absorption, right? Making weight loss very challenging to address. Because again, they take over the host. It's like they move into your home and just take shop. So, and they puking out toxins that makes you feel inflamed and heavy and messing up your metabolism because they are eating the food, they are leading to leaky gut and fatigue and brain fog, and they are messing up our whole system here and allowing other pathogens to do the same, like tick bite, the babesia, and the mold, and other viruses. I'm afraid to start a cleanse because I don't want to feel sick. Okay, again, as I mentioned, I spoke about this. Don't do it by yourself. Work with the professionals. Go slow, evaluate, listen to your body, and then increase. Can parasite cause skin issues like acne? Yes. Acne, eczema, skin rashes, or toxins coming through your pores. Absolutely. So whenever you have parasite and the toxin burden on the liver, an intestine, the skin is like a backup detox organ, right? So if the liver cannot process it, it's puking out toxins, and then what the liver is gonna do is gonna dump it back, or the kidney is gonna dump it back into the circulatory system, and then we have holes we call pores in our skin is gonna come out. So the best way for you to clear your skin, address skin issues, is to detox. Do I need to see parasite come out to know? No, you don't, not at all. Many parasites are microscopic. Nope. The real sign of progress is how you feel. The bloating is going away, the craving is going away, your skin is getting clearer, digestion is improved, and you have better energy. That's how you know. Because the herbs, again, are multitaskers. They do other things, not just eliminating parasite. Can I get reinfected after a cleanse? Absolutely. If you have a dog, for instance, you do parasite cleanse and then you go hug your dog, absolutely. If you travel a lot, you do parasite cleanse and then you still try. It's not like your life doesn't stop when you do parasite cleanse. That's why I do once a year. And I detox 4 times a year. Because one, it's not completely eliminating all the parasite. Parasite cleanse is not a trend. Parasite cleanse is the real thing. We need to focus on healing the gut. And parasite stays in your gut. Everything originates from the gut. Disease, everything that you experiencing right now, what is outside of your gut, originated from your gut. So no, it's not a trend. You need to cleanse parasite. You need to eliminate pathogen so that your cells, your tissues, the inflammation can decrease to allow your body to do the work that it was designed to do. What is the biggest mistake people make when they're trying to do parasite cleanse on their own? Okay. The biggest mistake people make when they're trying to do parasite cleanse on their own is that they don't know what they're doing. They have not educated themselves. They just purchase something online and off they go. They do not reassess. They do not look at the foundation where they are now, where they desire to be, and they don't focus on hydration. They don't have the right protocol. I mean, there are so many mistakes. I don't call them mistakes, I call them learning opportunities. But again, if you're doing this for the first time, do not do it by yourself. I mean, work with a professional. Okay, I got more questions. All right, so we at like 3:30, so let's see. I have SIBO, I have irritable bowel syndrome, irritable bowel disease. Could parasite be contributing? Yes, absolutely. Gut issues are related to infection, latent, silent, dormant infection, the bloating, the cramping, irritable bowel movement. Yes, absolutely. Are parasite contagious to my family and pets? Some are. Okay, as I mentioned, you can get parasite from sexually transmitted disease, right? You can also get parasite from not washing your hands properly. You can get parasite from pets, from the litter. You can get parasite from using public bathrooms. Some of them will sit on the toilet. Yes, I am worried about detox symptoms like nausea and diarrhea. Is that normal? Now, again, if for you to prevent the detox symptoms, you have to start this journey on the right foundation. What do I mean by that? You have to make sure that you assess where you are now, go slow, and then increase. You have to have the right protocol, the right treatment, the right herbs. You got to stay hydrated because detox symptoms is can happen to anybody. But for us to upset it, that's why my parasite group cleanse, I pre-tax, I parasite cleanse, and then I do with transition. I have heard parasite cleansing are scams. Okay, oh my God. Many cleanse on the market generalize, oh, they are weak. I don't know about scams, right? But again, we don't, until you work with a professional and that professional has done many parasite cleanse, you have to choose who you work with. Can stress make parasite worse? Yes, stress makes everything worse. High level of stress decreases your immune system, slows motility in the body, so therefore parasites have more opportunities to multiply, to do the things that they love to do, to damage, to create leaky gut, to release toxins. They're like, yay, something is happening. How long does a parasite cleanse take? My parasite cleanse is a 14-day process, but we're only doing it for 10 days. What does that mean? 2 days of pre-tax going into parasite and then 2 days of transitioning. But the full parasite cleanse process is 10 days. 10 days. Because I want to make sure that your body is ready for this before we go into it. Will parasite affect my sleep? Yes. If you wake up at 2, 3 a.m., you have parasites. It's not just your hormones. That's why they can disrupt sleep pattern, causing restlessness or insomnia. Many patients will tell me since they started parasite cleanse, they've been sleeping better. Yeah, because you're not moving, you're not doing anything. So you're laying down there. So it's like, yay, party time. There's no locomotion. Let's just come out. Okay. Let's see, I feel fine. Do I really need a parasite cleanse? Again, many people are asymptomatic when it comes to parasite. That's what I'm trying to preach. Okay. Can parasite cause autoimmune conditions? Yes. Chronic infections triggers the immune system. Autoimmune is what your body's attacking itself. It's unresolved infections that is causing the immune system. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like you cannot treat autoimmune, cancer, chronic health conditions, like if you do not treat parasites or if you don't treat pathogens. It's not going to happen. Because these things that you are not treating, you're not addressing, it keeps activating the immune system, and then your immune system becomes weaker and the cells are dying. Right. Look at your digestion, look at your energy, look at your skin, look at how you feel. Now, for me, I don't wait until I feel any symptoms to do parasite cleanse. This is part of my yearly routine. I just do it. And then I feel way better. So I'm not waiting for me to have low energy, chronic fatigue, have acne, feel bloated, can't lose weight, hormonal imbalance, and then I do something. That's not my mindset. My mindset is okay, what do I do on a regular basis that I'm loving, the results that I'm getting from that thing, I can continue doing. That's it. That's how I live. How over-the-counter parasite cleanse effective? I don't know. I don't think they are strong enough, but if you try them and if they work for you, go for it. I use Chinese herbs. I use powerful herbs. That's what I do. That's what has worked for me, and that's what I use for my patients. Okay, that's it. So, okay, the last question is, how do I know what makes your parasite cleanse better than other parasite cleanse? Why choosing parasite cleanse? Okay, so because I've done this so many times and this is part of my process, okay, it's what I do every year. I know everything about parasite. I know everything about the herbs that I choose, how they work for you. And the reason why I love my group cleanse because I'm there, I'm involved in the whole process. I'm literally doing it with you. So all the products are included. The meal plan is included. We have 2 Zoom meetings included in the Parasite Cleanse. And then we have a very live, activated chat community called Practice Better that I'm going to be in there every day. So we're doing it together. It's not like do it on your own. So if you were to have any issues, detox or whatever, I'm going to be there to help you. It's like I'm actually guiding you. I'm guiding you. That's why I do it once a year. You're not going to hear me promote parasite cleanse throughout the year because I don't want you to do something on your own. Although patients, part of my total body restoration, which is month number 3, are the herbs that I use for this parasite cleanse, but they're not taking it. They're not aggressive with taking the herbs. This is an aggressive process. Like, I want you to just get rid of these things. I want you to feel better. And we're going to take a lot of herbs. You can open them up and put them in liquid, but we take a lot of herbs. It's 10 days. You can give your body 10 days to get this done. And I'm like, come on, let's do it. So we do it together. So therefore, we talk about it, we celebrate each other, we address all the things. So that's what mine is different because of the accountability, the accessibility, the effectiveness of it, and also all the things that are included in the parasite cleanse. The herbs, the meal plans, and things to move your bowels, the binders, like, are included. So I cannot speak for other people's parasite cleanse. I can only speak for mine. This is a proven, tested process that I've run all over, over and over again. And I don't do a parasite cleanse with my patients, but I do a pathogenic cleanse, the pathogenic elimination, I call it, which is month number 3, part of my total body restoration. But they're not taking a lot of, they're taking the herbs, but they're not taking a lot of them. So they have a whole month to finish the products, not 10 days to finish some of the products. So that's the difference between a cleanse and what I do now with my patients. This is an accelerated, intense process, and this is a slow process where people are taking the herbs and they're just taking a few capsules and then taking the time and finishing the products. All right. So if you have any questions about the parasite cleanse, you're like, yes, Dr. Jency, this is for me. Where do I sign up? DM me, I will send you the link. The last day to register for the parasite cleanse is November 3rd. Okay, after November 3rd, we are closing doors because we will be dispensing the products so that we can start together the week of November 10th. What is that? Let me look at the date because I have everything written. Yeah, so the last day to register for the parasite cleanse is November 3rd, and then we're gonna start November 8th, the 21st is the last day of the parasite. So it's 14 days, but 10 days of actively doing the cleanse. And then we do 2 days of pre-tax and then 2 days of transitioning. So we're going to be right up there before Thanksgiving, which is a perfect time to do this. So you can eliminate some of this parasite and like decrease the bloating and prepare your body for Thanksgiving. All right. So again, DM me for the link. I would love, love, love for you to join me. It is the best investment, and you're gonna learn how to do this. If you were to repeat the process on your own, you're gonna learn how these products work for you, what symptoms or concerns we're gonna address together. So you're actually learning the skills. So you can do it on your own because we're doing it together, right? So it's knowledge, it's skills that they'll never take away from you that you're learning. All right, so can't wait to see the parasite group cleanse. Again, last day to register. Register now, don't wait. So the earlier you register, we can get started. You can get your products, but you have until November 3rd. All right, this is it. FAQs. If you have any questions I did not address, send them my way. We've been doing tons of videos talking about the symptoms, the causes of parasite, the types of parasites. So you can go back and watch the videos or you can listen to the podcast if you want more education. Okay. Thank you so much for watching this, and I'll see you in the next video.